Hello crappie people. Here I am again. I'm going to show everybody how to do this slip bobber one more time. I think it just looks a little bit better this way. You guys can see everything that I use a little bit better than the other video, so I'm going to try this again. And everybody loves the slip bobbers, so catch a lot of fish on them. You can catch crappie, catfish, bass. I catch everything using slip bobber and a minnow. So it's pretty vital that you learn how to do it. So first off, go with these. You can get them for a little bit under $2 at Walmart, and that's all they cost. And they come in a 10-pack. So you can just get them at Walmart, and these are the best kind. The smallest type are the best. They go through your eyelet better. If they're too big, they'll get hung up and they'll move on you when you don't want them to move. You want them to stay in place. So that's where you set your depth. So first off, you take this and your tag line and you put it through one of these little eyelets here. You can see them here. They're connected there. They're either black or red, whatever you use. I don't really even have to look at them, so the color doesn't matter to me. But some people like to see them when they're casting this for various reasons. But you don't really have to. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to use a red one. So we put it through the eyelet there, real quick. And what you do is you take this, and you take the rubber, and you pull it off of the little metal eyelet onto the line. And just keep going until it falls off, see? And it leaves you about 6 inches on this side of there, and then you got it. Just like that, so. Perfect, just like that. And then you just move that out of your way. Put it about 10 inches away from your hand so it's out of your way. That way you can take your feel bobber. Feels the best, in my opinion. I mean, if somebody else has a better bobber, please let me know. These are the lightweight. The colors are vibrant. You can see them real good. I just love a feel bobber. Or the cheapies from Walmart. They're not bad. They got the long stick. Sometimes you can paint this orange. I've seen people spray paint them orange, which is pretty cool. I might start doing that actually. And they're cheap. You get like 4 of them for $4. So I actually think it's like 4 of them for $2. They're pretty cheap. I'm not really sure, but you could what you do is you take that. I'm going to show you guys with the fill bobber because I love these so much. So you just take the orange side up. So your side that's going to float, you want that to go towards your hand. So you put it through. Fight with a little bit, like you always have to. They run through pretty quick. Sometimes you'll find one that don't. Just don't hesitate. Might have to get a pin or something to get it out, but it's fine. But it goes through there, and then you find your bobber stop. You do like that. Then you take your number size 2 hook, which I'm going to be using. I'm going to use a number size 2 hook. Get my knot on there. I'll just use a regular old fisherman's knot. What I do is I twist it 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lucky 7. Go under, through the hole. And back through the top hole. And don't get yourself messed up like that. And then tie her down good. You got her. Cut your excess off with your teeth, like good old country boy does. Spit it out. And you take your 2 split shots. I put them about 6 inches away, and I tamp them down. I'm using 2 of them because I like my bobber to stick straight up in the air as far as I can. I don't like it to be twisting or tipping at all. I like it straight up in the air, and once I see it tip, I got a bite. A lot of these bobbers, slip bobber setups, you can tell them light bites real easy. So there you go. Once you get everything set up, you got your bobber stop right there. You got your slip bobber. Set your depth however you want it. You can go all the way up to 30 foot. Doesn't matter how much line however much line you got in your pole, that's how deep you can go. It'll reel all the way up into your reel and everything. So it doesn't hurt. So set your depth, you know, about 4 or 5 foot usually. That's what I try to start out with, and go at it. Put your minnow on there and go. You know, I've learned today, if you put your minnow on there and then you put another little crappie nibble right after your minnow, it'll help your minnow stay on too, and you can get it way out there or wherever you need to go, because typically where you use a slip bobber is where you're fishing where you need to go 10 and 12 foot deep. So you guys have fun, man. Catch a bunch of crappie. Have Scott's over and out. Come get you one.